Yeah, my damn partner. She walk past like damn shot. I ain't tryna let my man spot her. I won't shot in there, probably. She come with you, probably gon' drive me crazy and won't need a dollar. Yeah, I'm trippin', I gotta get this money, I won't need a comma. Wonder if she pull up to the trap house. She know I been trapped out. I'm tryna get these packs out. These if I'm over, make it clap now. I can blow your back out. I can make it tap out. Tell me what you feel, what you need. Baby, I run these streets, I'm a beast, what you need. Don't know if you want my heart, it got scars and it bleed. Baby, tell me what you dream, baby, tell me what you fiend. I've been trapped out, real is real, so I've been focused on my wellness. Baby, show my life.
Shalom. May Shalom Ha. Rich Rising. The fucking rising's rich. You see what I say? Now look, we got Madam Pythia. Right? This is temptation, seduction, desire, right? Attraction. You see what I say? So when this card popped out, I already knew somebody was going to be fucking fighting temptation. You see what I say? So that's what we have here, right? We got infidelity is what we got here, right? We got the Queen of Swords out here, Virgo and Libra, right? The queen that I dislike the most. You see she's sitting there with the stale face. You see her, she's stone cold. She put that blade in you. I was telling you a long time ago about the Queen of Swords and her putting that blade in you, right? So that's what we got out here. A bunch of blades. A bunch of blades. More than 20. So we got the Queen of Swords out here, right? Virgo and Libra. You see what I say? She's in the Nine of Swords and her ass is under judgment, right? The reason she's under judgment because when it comes to a collaboration, she's at a loss, right? She's having nostalgia about this infidelity, right? You see the Ten of Swords right there, right? That's a total fucking ending. You see what I say? That's 10 swords in the Father of Sticks back. You see what I say? Aries, Leo, Sag, right? Sagittarius energy with the 10 of Sticks, right? So he was burdened. We already know that he had a lot on his back, right? Let's keep up with this Queen of Swords, right? So she's under judgment. You see what I say? Because she had poor judgment. Her ass is in the Nine of Swords as well, having anxiety surrounding this connection, right? When it comes to collaborating, she's at a loss in the Five of Cups, right? Having nostalgia, right? The Bishop is here, so this is unity, right? This is a union. So when it comes to this union, she's in a restriction. A mental restriction, physical restriction. Bitch feeling like she can't go nowhere, right? Why? Because she the one committed to infidelity, right? She committed the 10 of Swords. That's why she's in the 9 of Swords. Her ass is fighting demons. And to help you to get the picture, she in the 9 of Swords. We're speaking of the Queen of Swords. So she want to put that blade in somebody anyway. That's what she did. She put 10 swords in his back. Let me help you get the picture. They had to carry his ass off. You see the 10 of Knives? 10 of Swords. Ultimate betrayal. Infidelity. Going outside the union. You see what I say? But justice is on his side. Right? He had to pull himself out of this dark time. Right? Out of this devastating situation. You see what I say? She left him devastated. With this ultimate betrayal. So his ass got to get carried off, heartbroken, crushed, devastated. You see what I say? At one point in time, it could have been gaslit, right? Could have been feeling like it was an unfair victory. You see what I say? But with the 5 of Swords in reverse, that's him letting go of the need to win, letting go of conflict, right? Entering a new cycle, try to focus on what grows, himself. You see what I say? And I'm not picking on her, right? But she's the one that committed it. She's the one that committed the 10 of Swords, the ultimate betrayal going outside of a relationship, right? Because she wouldn't be in the 9 of Swords if she didn't. She's fighting demons at night. You see what I say? Gemini energy with the 9 of Swords. She's under judgment, right? Judgment is sitting right beside her. Justice is on his side. He's a free man. He's free to go, right? After his ass get buried, get carried off. She put 10 swords in his back. His homeboys had to come get him, come pick him up. You see what I say? Right? She's stone cold. I told you about this queen. So this is a union, right? Could have been a marriage, but it's unity, right? The Most High put this together. That's why the bishop is out here. You see what I say? Right? This is unity, marriage, right? So she's in a mental restriction because of this unity, this marriage, this connection. You see what I say? This could have been a spiritual connection, right? If she's fucking putting 10 swords in somebody's back. This is a power couple, right? The Father of Sticks and the Queen of Swords is a power couple, right? If they operating together, right? This is a power couple, right? She's in the Nine of Swords fighting demons because her ass committed infidelity. Going outside a relationship, right? Putting 10 swords in his back. Getting his ass carried off. He don't even feel like there's a need to compete nor stir into the conflict with the Five of Swords being in the reverse, right? He trying to go where it grows. You see what I say? So it's not him. I ain't just picking on her. She's surrounded by the drama, right? She's in the Nine of Swords. She's under judgment. She's at a loss when it comes to this connection. So it's her, right? She's the problem, right? Justice is on his side. Some shit gonna be made fair because of this, right? He had to die. This shit killed him. He got his ass carried off. She's left in the fucking Eight of Swords in restriction, and that's where she's supposed to be, right? Playing mental games got your ass in a mental restriction. Don't come help her either. This is her battle. Leave her ass there. Don't touch her. Let her ass stay there by herself. That's what the fuck she get. You see what I say, right? This is a union, a spiritual connection, gifted by the Most High. That's why the bishop's here, right? Obviously, she's having nostalgia about it or was thinking about it, right? Thinking about the betrayal, the Ten of Swords. You see what I say? So we gotta blame her. Look at her sitting there with the stone cold face like she ain't do shit. You in the Nine of Swords at night. You can't sleep. You hiding your knife in this picture, but look, it's popping out when it's time to go to sleep. You fighting demons under judgment by the Most High. His Father of Sticks is a leader, a visionary, charismatic, right? Justice is on his side. Some shit's gonna be made fair. After him getting carried off, carrying a lot, being burdened from this Ten of Swords, this ultimate betrayal. He even didn't feel the need to compete, right? Probably after being gaslit, right? You see what I say? Right? Soon as we got Madam Pythia, we already knew somebody was gonna be fighting temptation, and it was her. You see what I say? Right? Now she's left in that mental restriction. Leave her ass there. This is the battle the Most High gave her since she want to play mental games. Mental fucking restriction. You see what I say? Right? The scales is always going to balance. No matter what. So how it turned was, his ass had a transformation and change for the better. Her ass is left in a mental restriction and a Nine of Swords for this Ten of Swords shit.